What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we got a bunch of new cards from OP-13 that we need to be taking a little bit of a look at. These are fun, and I think we should start off with a pair of Zoro and Sanji. Why would we not? That makes a lot of sense to me. So starting off then with Zoro, we got a 4-cost 5,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and on play, if your leader is either Film or Straw Hat Pirates, activate 2 Don. That's kind of impressive, frankly. Because what we have here is, it's a 4-cost in that you need 4 open Don in order to play it. But you're not actually paying 4 Don for it. You're only paying 2. Again, you have to have 4 Don out. You can't play this on your 2 Don turn. But you're only 2 Don down. You've got 4 Don open. You play this, you still have 2 Don open and available to use. This is frankly a pretty big deal. Oh, and actually, while we're here, at the end of your turn, set this character to active. That seems absurd. Like, I'm just pointing out, this seems like a silly good card. Like, it's a 4-cost 5k, but it's really a 2-cost 5k as long as you've got 4 Don open. And it gets to active at the end of your turn, which means your opponent can't attack it. You use it to attack, make sure, you're still there at the end of your turn, and then your opponent can still get rid of you using skills and things of that nature, but they can't attack you and take you out. I cannot be the only one that's looking at this going, hang on a second. That seems a little bit too good, doesn't it? I think this seems a little bit too good. The idea of what is functionally a 2-cost 5k that then becomes active at the end of your turn, which means you've got a 5k body on the board, which is going to be staying on the board. Yeah, big fan. Very big fan of this. And obviously it's only for Straw Hats and Film. It's green, Straw Hat or Film, so it's not for everybody. That's very important to remember here. It's not for everybody, but for the decks that can use it, this sounds very, very nice. So, maybe green, purple Luffy? Maybe green Uta? I'm not saying that this is going to magically turn around and make Uta broken, but I absolutely am saying that I look at this and I look at green Film and I'm like, remember that time that Green Uta won Japan Championships? Because that's a thing that actually happened. I don't know how many people remember that that's a thing that happened. Wassy remembers. And that thing tends to play a lot of Straw Hats as well. Keep an eye out for this one. This card seems ridiculous. So if this is ridiculous, maybe the Sanji that pairs with it could be a little bit ridiculous as well. What we got here with Sanji is a very similar thing. 5-cost 7,000 power, no counter, but on play set 2 your Don to active. Again, you cannot play this if you've only got 3 Don. If you have 3 open Don, you cannot play this card. But it's functionally a free cost. Because you have 5 Don. You play this. You still have 2 Don. That's crazy good. Like, I looked at these. I did the translations myself, as I tell you guys. And these are a couple of cards. They were revealed very close to each other. And I had to double take a little bit just to make sure I wasn't mistranslating this. But I've checked with some people. I'm definitely not. They activate 2 Don on play. Again, this is Film and Straw Hat. For what it's worth, Zoro actually is also Supernova, but the skill only works for Film and Straw Hats, with the Supernova is largely irrelevant, honestly. As for the Sanji, what we've got here, in addition to that, is at the end of your turn, if your leader is either Film or Straw Hat, set one of your Don to active. So there's an argument here that you could think of this as a 2-cost. Which, again, just seems absolutely redonkulous here. Absolutely redonkulous. And it's worth noting with Sanji that you only need to be Straw Hat or Film to get the Don at the end of your turn. I think this one will actually fit pretty nicely into non-film Straw Hat decks. Now, with the Zoro, you only stand the 2 Don if you're Film or Straw Hat, and you stand at the end of your turn regardless. But with the Sanji, you get the 2 Don on play regardless, and you only get the extra Don at the end of your turn if you're Film or Straw Hat. Yeah, I'm absolutely down with this. I've seen people suggesting this with red-green lore, and I'm looking at this and I'm going, yeah, honestly, I could see this with red-green lore. We're going back in time a little bit, but why not? And the thing to remember about red-green lore is that you pay 2, and then you return a character to your hand, and then play a character for cost of 5 or less from your hand that's a different colour. So pick up a small red, you've paid 2 to play it with lore, and then you stand 2 Don. You have a small red character down, you pay 2 Don with red-green lore, you bounce that small red character to your hand, and then you can play a 5-cost green. Sanji is a 5-cost green, and you're paying 2 Don and then standing 2 Don. You don't get the Don back at the end of your turn because Trafalgar Law is neither Film nor Straw Hat. I don't really care at that point. Both of these, and obviously the fact that it's Film and Straw Hat means that, yes, it will fit into Green Uta or the green-purple Luffy. Like, those will work fine as well. But these 2 cards look absolutely dumb. Like, I look at these and wonder if they're actually a bit too good and wonder if something... Basically, is this going to end up getting something banned? I think there's a non-zero chance that this ends up getting something banned. Now, less overtly in your face, how did they get away with that? But still a very nice card. We got a new Lilith. 1 cost 2,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and it's kind of a generic searcher for trigger cards, but it's a little bit better. On play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, find a card with trigger other than Lilith, add it to your hand, put the rest of the cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. But then we also have a trigger that does the same thing. So use this card's on play skill. Oh. Yeah, that's really good. Now this one is pretty blatantly and obviously here for Bonnie. Because remember, the whole thing about the new Bonnie leader is that it's working with cards with trigger. It's got a skill that says, during your turn, once per turn, when you play a card with trigger, then you get to put 2 rested Dawn onto your leader or one of your characters. So that's a deck which is just going to be full trigger all the time. So having a 1 cost that searches out cards with trigger, but then will also search out cards with trigger as a, well, ironically, as a trigger, yes. That seems kind of good. Again, not as like overtly over the top, in your face, broken as the Sanji and Zoro, but still a very strong card. So let's finish off with one which, there's an argument, could be on that same kind of dumb level, or at least a very strong card. We've got a new Vista. And look, we got blue Whitebeard Pirates, and I've been telling you guys for a while now that I think blue Whitebeard Pirates are about to pop, and that blue Whitebeard Pirates could be amazing. We have another good blue Whitebeard Pirates. 6 cost, 8,000 power, double attack, and once per turn, if this character would be KO'd or would be removed from the field by your opponent's effects, you may instead trash a Whitebeard Pirates card from your hand. Well, yeah, that's kind of good, right? Because 8k with double attack, what you really want to do is build this up to the point where your opponent isn't going to be able to counter it. Make sure that they're not got a blocker on the field, and then go nuts. So what your opponent's going to want to do is try and remove you using an effect, but they can't do that or they're going to want to try and KO you. But first of all, they're going to have to get over 8k, which is not the easiest thing to do in the first place. And secondly, the first time they do, you're like, tragic off my hand. Gutted. I just think this is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very fun indeed. Personally, for me, I still like the Starter Deck 22 Ace and Newgate Leader. That is still one that I am... It's not out in English yet, but like the second it comes out, I'm buying 2 of those starter decks, mashing them together and playing that for a bit. And I just think this seems like a really fun thing to pair with it. I don't know. Seems really good. Zoro and Sanji are clearly like ridiculous good. But Lilith looks very good and Vista kind of looks awesome. And I feel like Bandai came out in the past couple of days and went, hey, do you want to see something really cool? Yes, Bandai, I do want to see something really cool. So there we go. That's what you need to know. And now it's over to you guys. What do you think about these cards? Do you think Zoro and Sanji are as broken as I think Zoro and Sanji are? Let me know in the comment section. Get us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.